Well, how long would you work to get something you really wanted? Nicolas Righetti spent 9 years trying to get permission to travel and take pictures in North Korea, and they finally let him. The result is his book, The Last Paradise. Is that the first word that you'd pick to describe North Korea, paradise? Well, earlier I asked Nicolas, who's in London, about his long struggle to get in.
It was very difficult to get a visa, you know. In fact, I have to wait 9 years to try to get my visa. I went to Vietnam, Cambodia, Cuba to try it, and it was no way. And finally, I got my visa in 1998. It was a sort of international film festival, and I show my film there. It is, and then the communist country invited me there.
So let me take the audience through some of the pictures that you took. The first one here, explain to us what this is. This is a beautiful image of women dancing on a stage before a military mural.
Yeah, this is it's true. It's an incredible pictures because they have a lovely girl with dressing very colorful dress, but they are dancing just in front of the cannon. And for me, this picture is kind of symbol of the country is totally closed, and they are very afraid of what's happened outside the country.
And there, the second picture, soldiers, once again, a wartime background.
Yeah, that it's also a part of the theater. It's the army people in North Korea are dancing with the red flag, and you can see, you know, the rockets. And my official guide told me this rocket, that can be used against the U.S.
This is an art form, apparently. Now, the next one, a very stark, realistic photograph. This is inside a North Korean grocery store. The shelves are empty. There doesn't seem to be anything for sale.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And the interesting things about these pictures is the name of this department is named the Paradise Department. And even in the Paradise Department, they have not any food at all.
And this, a portrait of Kim Jong-il on television, why did this image fascinate you so much?
Yeah, I like these pictures because it represents Kim Jong-il, you know, and it's omnipresent when you are in North Korea and you open the TV, you know, it's 80% of the time it's Kim Jong-il on the TV. And I like this picture because he doesn't speak, you know, he doesn't have to speak. Why? Because he's a perfect brain. It's according a slogan in the streets.
And next and last here, the bowling alley, this brilliant use of color in a very drab country.
Yeah, it's true. That is interesting things. It's like Hollywood, but it's kind of Hollywood communist, you know. It's still empty, as empty it's the street, but it's very colorful. And in many places, in the city, in Pyongyang, the capital of the country, it's very powerful colors. And why? Because the great leader, Kim Jong-il, said, we are in paradise. So the color must be very bright, very powerful, very fun. And the interesting thing is the color means also politics.
Righetti says the North Korean government wouldn't let him photograph anything he wanted, only what he calls the false reality it wanted him to see. Righetti also says the North Koreans made him watch 5 hours of anti-American propaganda films every day and hoped he would sell their propaganda around the world to television stations. Well, from North Korea to our World Roundup now, thousands of people in the West Bank town of Nablus joined the funeral procession of a 21-year-old Palestinian woman. She was killed when Israeli troops fired at a taxi that they say drove through a checkpoint without stopping. Troops say the checkpoint was set up out of fears of terrorist infiltration. The United Nations has safety concerns about Afghanistan, but is reassuring the country it will not pull out. At least 11 aid workers have been killed in Afghanistan since March. The attacks are blamed on the Taliban. And security is exceptionally tight this weekend as delegates from around Afghanistan arrived in Kabul to debate a new. The 50-page document envisions an Islamic republic with a two-house legislature and a president who serves as commander-in-chief of the military. Now, critics say the president gets too much control. Still ahead on CNN Saturday Night, 'tis the season. These carolers braved the cold, singing themselves into the record books. And this whale who swam himself into stardom has died. We'll look back at the life of the real Free Willy.